What do you wish others knew about the Latino or Hispanic culture?
That was an excellent question.
I mean, it's really family based, I guess, and like you stick to like tradition kind of, whereas like I feel like you lose that in American culture. Like in Hispanic culture, it's more about like who came before you and respecting people, whereas like I guess in American culture, it's not so much about that.
I would say there's like many different ways like speaking Spanish. Like it's just like speaking Spanish. There's like accents to it. Like some people like speak differently and like say like have different like words that like mean different things. Like it's like weird.
It's really like diverse and it has a lot of culture, I guess, in it. So yeah, like it's fun to learn about, and learning the language is really useful because it's the second language I've heard. And yeah.
I want to get better at dancing salsa, you know. I dance salsa sometimes and I'm just trying to be like a boss, like really. Our culture is pretty cool, you know, like it's a good culture.
The stereotypes. So, being Latina myself, I absolutely hate it when people say, well, you don't look Latina or you don't look Mexican, because to me that's showing me their stereotypes. So then in your mind you have one idea of what a Mexican looks like and I don't fit it, therefore I don't look Mexican or I don't look Latina. And that bothers me because as if you knew the Latino culture, there's, you know, very dark skin, dark hair, and very light skin, light hair, and there's just, you know, it runs the gamut from the whole, you know, light to dark. And so when people say that, that's one of the big stereotypes that bothers me personally because I hear it a lot.
I know one thing is that not everyone speaks Spanish. We always ask who to speak Spanish to. I'm not fluent in Spanish. I know like 5 words.
I feel like people need to know that not every Hispanic is Mexican, because not all of them are. I also want people to know that speaking Spanish is not speaking Mexican.
Because I like learning about like certain parts of school, like math and science. One of the stereotypes is that they're less educated.
I would say our intelligence. I think everyone just sees like Latinos or Hispanics as like people who like are dumb or just like criminals and steal everything. But like we're actually really smart and we do a lot for other countries.
Any of those, because obviously like people think like they'll make jokes, be like, oh, like lawn care service and like stuff like that, like blue collar jobs, I guess. But really, like I think Hispanics are like some of the most hardworking people out there actually. And like they say that people like Hispanics come into the country and like steal jobs, but I think it's the opposite. Like it's because they're willing to work for less, and like people get mad about that.
Obviously very hardworking. Like I've noticed that, you know, like I've grown up around it my whole life, obviously. Like my parents, for example, when I was younger, they would work all the time. Like I would barely see them because they were always working, and I'm really grateful for that and for the life they've given me now.
Lazy, they have a drive, a motivation to make it out in a way, you know what I'm saying? Like even though they won't make it out, they want to find a way to make it better, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, we're definitely not lazy. I can say that for a fact because my mama, since she was like 7, she been working, you know what I'm saying? So what can I say about, I might be lazy, you know what I'm saying? But I know, you know, certain people, if you have a devotion to grab something, to get something, they ain't gonna be lazy for it. So I feel like no.
That I am American, because people are just like, oh, you're Mexican, but like me and my parents were born here, but people don't see that.
I identify as a feminist as well as being a Latina, and sometimes those two don't really connect. Sometimes people think, you know, the stereotype of like a spicy Latina, and then, or the machismo stereotype of men are, you know, in the Hispanic culture, Latino culture, a lot of times men are kind of like, you know, you're the man of the family. And so sometimes that identity of being a strong woman gets lost a little bit sometimes in being Latino.
Well, to clear things up, I'm not even Mexican, Salvadorian, whatever. You know, you can say Central American, whatever you want to say, you know?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I'm like proud to like be Latino. I'm also gay, and like I don't know.
Identifying as a Latino and Hispanic is so much more than the connotations they carry. We're more than just stereotypes and what the TV and media portrays. We're more than just a single language and a single culture. We are complex human beings who have different experiences and different opinions. I hope this video has helped you understand and see that.